Good morning, 1 Million Cups Rockford. It is a frigid Wednesday morning, but we have a good crowd here. Everybody woke up this morning, decided to put their pants on and brave the cold to come out. So I woke up thinking, how many people like to take risks? So I thought I would survey the crowd and see, is anybody here a risk taker? All right, we got a couple risk takers in the crowd. I woke up this morning feeling like I wanted to take a risk, so I decided to put a golden doodle on. So my dogs were a little jealous, but they got over it shortly. Anyway, let's give a shout out to our sponsor for today's 1 Million Cups, Members Alliance Credit Union. Thank you so much for your participation and activity with us. Without you, we wouldn't have fresh, hot coffee, so thank you very much. We have a pretty special 1 Million Cups today, and our special 1 Million Cups is that the gBeta program, which is an early stage accelerator program out of Beloit, Wisconsin, has their cohort preparing for their presentations and their final pitches coming up. And so we've got two of the startups that are going to do a run through of their pitches and their concepts and their companies. So it's going to be super exciting. They decided one day to get up and take some risks, and so they're going for it. Okay, so here in the audience, the director of the gBeta program, Mason Cook, is here, so we want to welcome him. He's amazing, and the best director of gBeta ever. Oh, yeah, well, I'm a risk taker, so are you. We like to keep it lighthearted and fun. So our speakers are going to present for 5 minutes each. After each one presents, we'll have some time for some Q&A. After the Q&A of the first presenter, then we'll go into the next presentation, do some Q&A after that one too. So I am super excited. After these presentations, there's more to come from gBeta. gBeta is having their pitch night February 4th from 5:30 to 8:30 at the Iron Tech campus in Beloit, Wisconsin. So it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Rockford. It's a community-based event, and everybody is encouraged to attend. Check out the 5 different cohorts that have been working for the past 8 weeks with their companies to build those out. So they'll be graduating and doing their final presentations. The goal of these presentations is to get some visibility and some traction so that they can get some investment opportunities backing their amazing concepts. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage Kahloong.
Kahloong, yes, thank you.
He is going to talk to you about Gyld's networking platform, and then followed by Kahloong is RealityBLU. Stefan will be presenting on that, so maybe I'll give him a little intro, and we can transition somehow, not clunkily. Who knows? Whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So Kahloong, come on up and show us what you got.
Great, thank you. So if I'm shaking, it's because it's cold and not because I'm nervous or anything like that. So thank you for the intro and thank you for having us. My name is Kahloong. I am a co-founder and CEO of Gyld. Gyld is a networking platform for the skilled trades. Now, you and I, white-collar professionals, we use many networking platforms, such as LinkedIn and even 1 Million Cups. But what if you're a carpenter? What if you're a plumber? What if you are someone working in the skilled trades? The reality is, the networking platforms that have benefited our careers do not work for blue-collar professionals. So we looked into this and we formed a focus group consisting of individual skilled tradespeople, and they shared their pain points with us. They can't find other craftsmen to collaborate with on projects. So simple projects like a bathroom refresh may need electrical work done, but if the plumber does not have an electrician in his network, or if his electrician is busy working on other projects, then he is out of luck. when they're stuck on a problem, it's a frantic search through their phone books, through their contacts to find someone that can help them resolve that problem. So this is time consuming, and it is basically a loss in revenues for them. Pricing is an issue as well, because in multidiscipline projects, how would a plumber accurately estimate what the electrical work would cost? And if you price a project too high, they may not get the project. If they price it too low, then they're sacrificing profits. These pain points can be solved with a networking platform. So we built one. This is Andy Vanacek. Andy Vanacek's profile on Gyld. He is a handyman working in Dane County. He is also an independent. So using our platform, Andy can now find plumbers and other workers to collaborate with on projects. He is also comforted by the fact that help is just a few clicks away. And the same experts they're providing the help can also help validate his pricing estimates. We have a freemium model. It's free to create a profile, and we think our users will value our premium features. Here's two: a project portfolio that allows them to showcase their work, and a sponsored profile. So we're taking a page out of Amazon's playbook. If you're looking for a carpenter in Madison, Wisconsin next week, check out Andy. He's available. So we're excited for the economic opportunity. There are 36 million professionals just in the construction industry. If they would subscribe and pay $10 a month, our total addressable market is going to be about 4.3 billion. Now, as we build our user base, we'll be introducing additional products and services that also unlock additional revenues. But our focus and our priority is, of course, in building out the user base. And so we're doing this through referrals, social media, and working with organizations and partnering with organizations as well. So these are organizations that are focused on addressing the skilled trades gap problem. What is that problem? In 2018, 300,000 skilled trades jobs were unfilled. There just weren't enough workers. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that in 2028, 8 years from now, that deficit is going to balloon to 3 million. Consider this: skilled trades is the backbone of the economy. So this is going to affect us all. We're going to be working in organizations that are attacking the problems head on. Their focus is on getting new faces into the industry. Our focus is on providing the right tools to help these individuals grow in their careers. Here's the team. Carl sits at the intersection of customer experience and product. And he's proven his experience, and has proven this in many different industries, including social media marketing, politics, grocery, and his passion, motorsports. Derek is an experienced team builder, delivering high quality and scalable platforms. Me, I guess I'll just do everything else. Okay, so if you're wondering, how can I get involved? Well, it's easy. If you have friends and families in the skilled trades, share our story, connect us. We'd love to hear their stories as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Kahloong. Yeah. Okay, so now it's time for Q&A. I would also recommend maybe giving Kahloong some feedback on his concept too, in preparation for their final pitches coming up on February 4th at Iron Tech, gBeta. All right, who's first?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Catchbox. The Catchbox is sponsored by the City of Rockford. So if you want to stand up, we're taking risks today.
All right. What is your partnership with the different universities and tech schools around the area and around the country?
Good question. So we are in early conversations with Black Hawk Tech College. And the goal is to pilot a program with a handful of students. And once we can prove out that model, once we can fine-tune that process, we intend to create consortiums with we will expand our efforts with other area technical colleges as well. So yes, the student segment is a user segment that we are targeting heavily right early on.
My question is, so I do property management, and so this whole concept is great because I'm always using contractors to do that. How would I connect in with this, or do you know what I'm saying? Like on a practical basis, how would I connect in with this?
Well, let's explore why you would need to connect with this, right? And so most businesses today have staffing and hiring issues. They just can't find enough workers. So we will eventually open up the platform to businesses, and it'd be easy for you to find the right resource that you need to help in your business. Does that answer your question?
Is that, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how, like if, I need an electrician for a job.
Yep, so you'll come onto our platform, you'll be able to filter, hey, I'm looking for an electrician in, say, these zip codes, this time periods, and our system will be able to filter out and present to you the right list of tradespeople that are available, as well as vetted for the job.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good morning. That statistic that you said about 300,000 unfilled skilled trade jobs today and projecting to 3 million in 2008. 28, yeah. It sounds so futuristic, but it's only 8 years away. But so that is shocking, and that would have a huge impact on all of our lives, not having availability to people that we really do need in our everyday lives, things that happen. So at Hananiga High School, you're going up north at Rock Tech, so that there's an organization that they are working with, the Manufacturing and Educational Council. Are you familiar?
I'm not familiar with that,
You're
but
not?
I would
Okay,
love to
because
chat with you about that.
Yes, because I see quite a connection, because it's all about, for generations now, we've been steering kids college.
Exactly.
And so then, there's lots of kickback, negative unintended consequences from that, and this is one of them.
Exactly. So that statistic is by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So it's in 8 years, a 3 million deficit that is going to have pretty significant impact on all our lives, actually. And so that's why the time is now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for your answer.
Good thing I wasn't holding my coffee still. Okay, so is this let's say over the course of like the next 3 years, is this an inclusive or an exclusive network? And by that I mean, is this networking platform primarily intended only for people who are within the skilled trades, so they can network with each other? Or is this something for external consumers to be able to go and find a contractor to be able to help them with a project?
Very good question. It is going to be, one, expanded to a broader audience of blue-collar professionals, but it will also be opened up to an external audience as well. If we have a user base that is highly vetted and rated, then I think it would make sense for us to explore a marketplace solution. We could potentially compete with Angie's List and other players in that space as well. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Kahloong
All right.
and
Thank
Gyld.
you. Yeah.
All right, next up we have Stefan, and he's going to present on RealityBLU. So welcome to the stage.
All right, is that working? Yep, all right. Let's see if we can get my... All right, good morning. I'm Stefan Agustsson, CEO and co-founder of RealityBLU. It's a easy-to-use platform for marketers to be able to create and leverage augmented reality. I'm happy to be here this morning and happy to announce that in 2019 we did $270,000 in revenue, and we're well on our way this year already, early this month, to a projected $1.1 million for 2020. Thank you. All right, so the average person is spending 4 hours a day on their smartphone. Marketers are spending $283 billion a year trying to engage with you during those 4 hours, most of which we're trying to ignore those ads. So let me give you an example of what this really means. So let's just say you're actually going to try to go buy a new couch for your house. You typically pull out your phone, you're going to search for couches, you're going to look through these ads. Search results today are ads, right? So you're going to click through one of these, you're going to look at pictures, you're going to try to imagine in your head what that couch will look like inside your living room. But what if you could actually have a better way to do that? What if, instead of actually trying to imagine it, you could actually have an experience and actually see that couch with the fabric you want, the color you want, the size you want, make sure it actually fits, right? Because that's one of the big things, it's one of the biggest things in furniture manufacturers is they get all these returns because it doesn't fit, because you didn't pull out your measuring tape to make sure that a 6-foot couch is going to fit in your 5-foot space. So, marketers that we're actually using, or marketers that are using our solution today are seeing a 10 times increase in customer engagement. Well, what does that mean? They're spending 30 to 60 seconds engaged with my brand using augmented reality versus using traditional means, which is about 2.5 seconds is what you actually get from people. So why aren't marketers actually using this technology? Well, 1, they think it's very hard. 2, they think it's very expensive. And 3, they don't actually think they have the skills inside their business to be able to pull this off. Well, RealityBLU has solved that problem for them. We have a really easy to use software-based solution that allows you to drag and drop content, make that experience available to the consumer instantly, and then we can measure everything that actually happens with that experience so the marketers can have all the data they need to actually find out how effective their campaigns are. Our revenue model is very simple. We're a SaaS-based, so it's software as a service. Everything's through a web browser. We have 80% of our revenue is coming from recurring contracts, and 20% is coming from service contracts. We've had some pretty good traction so far. We've had a 300% increase year over year last year from the previous year. And like I said before, we're projected to hit 1.1 million this year in revenue, and also increase the total number of customers and users that are on our platform. So the marketplace in the United States today is about 219,000 marketing service firms that could use a solution like this. Our current customers are averaging about $11,000 a year in annual spend, so which equates to a $2.4 billion market, and that's just for the US. This is a global solution. We're built for a global scale, and we can increase this by probably 2 or 3 times for a global. The team, it's myself. I have a technical background. I've built a number of these marketing automation systems, both for myself and my companies, as well as for other companies over my career. MJ Anderson, my business partner, had started a digital marketing firm here in town, actually, and had run that for 20 plus years. Just recently sold that business and started this business with me. He's been delivering all these kind of marketing solutions for his customers for those 20 plus years since the internet first started. We both have had successful exits, and we believe that we can take this business to another level. So, in conclusion, our business has the ability to make augmented reality super simple for marketers to take very engaging experiences out to consumers with simple drag and drop ease. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefan. Reality Blue. All right, time for Q&A. Who's up first? I'm going to do a left-handed toss. Don't be shy.
Is this augmented reality software, is it primarily for people who are marketing products or services?
We can do both. So we have customers across a lot of different vertical markets. If you want to think of our platform kind of like you would use WordPress or Wix to create a website, so you don't have to be able to code HTML, you can actually drag and drop. You can use those tools for all different kinds of businesses. This platform can be used in all kinds of different verticals.
So it's software. Are you using some kind of phone app to actually view
Yeah,
some
good-
of this
good
augmented
question.
reality as you're looking at products
Yes.
and trying to?
So we have multiple solutions for that. One of them being we have our own Blue Airspace app that's free to download. Some of our customers actually use that because they don't want to actually develop a mobile app for their own business. We have an SDK, which just stands for Software Development Kit. Allows you to actually integrate our technology into an existing mobile app, so it can make that mobile app become an augmented reality enabled application. Then the last piece that's actually just starting to emerge is actually something called Web AR, which allows us to actually have those same kinds of experiences for the consumer, but through a web browser. So through Safari or Chrome, it's already on your phone, so you don't have to have an app download. So we have kind of all the bases are covered.
Gotcha. Okay.
More questions? It's an exciting topic.
You guys are too easy.
I know, right? We've got to put them through their measures. So does anyone have feedback for the presentation for Reality Blue? Jason?
Don't put me on camera. So my question, so it's on a mobile phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the consumers are engaged
Yeah.
through a mobile device, yes.
Okay. And so the end result of this for a potential customer, which it sounds like is the business.
Yeah, so our primary customers are marketing agencies. They're helping brands have consumer engagement.
Okay. Awesome. And is this going to work with any other utilities? Because there's other online advertising platforms and things like that. How do you integrate with those types of?
Yeah, sure. So the technology can actually be leveraged inside of what's already being done today with either Facebook. You could be using Amazon, which is the third largest advertising platform now, and obviously Google as well. So through those advertising platforms, you can actually use this technology to be able to direct somebody to actually, through that link or that click, you can actually then engage them through an AR experience. You can also do it through an app or direct them to download the app or have the click actually launch the app if it's already installed on the consumer's phone.
And what's the pricing model like?
It's your price based on the number of experiences. So an experience is each item, or if it's a printed item like a catalog page, each catalog page would be an experience. So you would buy that and license it kind of like you would buy and maybe rent like a web page from a web hosting.
And are the experiences related to the complexity of what you're doing?
No,
or
it has the complexity of the actual experience and all the things that are going on in the experience has no impact on the cost. All it is essentially it's how many of those experience slots do you actually want to publish at any given point in time.
Okay, cool.
So we try to make it so we don't have, it's really easy to budget for.
Right, awesome.
Last question? We are quiet today. Thank you so much,
you.
Stefan, for presenting Reality Blue. We
you.
wish you all the best. Kahloong, you want to come back up here? All right. So I'd like to thank our two presenters. I'd like to also wish them the best of luck when they do their final pitches on February 4th at Iron Tech in Beloit through the gBeta Accelerator Program. So thank you guys very much. If anybody wants to stay and ask them questions off camera, which happens sometimes with our shy audience not wanting to take risks today, then I welcome you all to stay, have some coffee, and network. One thing I did forget to mention was any upcoming events in the area that anyone would be interested in plugging. Diane? Do you want to stand up and look at the camera?
I guess that's my cue, right? Good morning, everyone. I wanted to let everyone know about the event that WOTM is having. That's Women of Today's Manufacturing, and men are welcome. There are many men that are already very involved in the organization. On February 27th, they're having their annual dinner and scholarship fundraising. So those are scholarships that are going to go towards people with career-minded in the manufacturing region. So you can sign up on Eventbrite or go to their website and check out the event. It's going to be February 27th at Francesco's here in Rockford.
Thanks, Diane. Anybody else? We've got, here, toss the catch box.
I'm getting better. Okay. On March 3rd up in Beloit, my friend Tracy Shirk and I are hosting a Lead with Heart day for HR managers or general managers who are looking to improve the culture of their organization. So yeah, let me know if you have questions and I can give you more details.
Wonderful. Thank you guys all so very much. Good luck, guys. I'll be there and be cheering for you. All right. So, oh, yes.
One question. Hey folks, I have a twofer. So real quick, just when everybody's in the room here, my question to you both, and I don't want to hijack, but my question to both, is there anything we can do as a community to help accelerate you?
It's a great question.
So, yes, it's trying to help us find customers, because that's always the most important thing for business. And two, for us, is trying to help find the right investor, because we're looking for money to invest in our business.
Okay. So we're earlier in the game, and maybe just released our beta last week. So we're looking to grow our user base. We're looking to grow our subscription list. So as I pointed out, if you have friends or family members in the skilled trades who you think may be interested in hearing about our project, connect us. If you are tied to an organization that could benefit from a networking platform for blue-collar professionals, connect us as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So investment opportunities, connections to networks that would plug in and be able to give them some valuable connections and resources. So thank you all very much. Oh, now we're starting to come alive.
How are you? My name is Sean. So are you both 100% dedicated to these projects?
Yes.
Or full time? Both of you?
Been full.
Will be in February.
You will be in February. Next February 2021. Oh, 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you're looking for investors, how do you do it? Right? How do you
Good question.
pursue investors and people invested in your ideas?
Yeah, so.
I see the pitch deck. I see you're seeking $500,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be in there, sorry. It was got skipped for today's. But yeah, so we're out looking for money today. But so the hardest part is actually finding the right partner. It's not just finding somebody who can write a check, right? Because we're looking for people that actually can help bring something to the table for us as well. Obviously, we're trying to help them expand their portfolio, but at the same time, we're looking for somebody who can help leverage their network and leverage their experience to be able to help us grow the business as well as grow their investment.
Sure.
So, does that help? I mean, and part of what I've been looking for investors and trying to build that list as we kind of get ready to go to market. And I've been using LinkedIn, Crunchbase.
To find investors.
To find what we believe to be the right investors. Because we've talked to investors and sometimes they're not a great fit.
What's the criteria that you're looking for?
It's really not really a criteria, and part of it we're looking for people who typically invest in SaaS-based businesses, just because they understand the business model and kind of how that infrastructure has to be built and how the revenues grow over time, as well as if they have anything to do with marketing automation and they've invested in that area before. It's really helpful just because we think that then we can leverage their network to be able to get more people onto our platform.
Right. Do you offer equity in exchange?
Yeah, we're looking for both kind of, we're looking for investors in all kinds of different ways.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
I second many of the points that Stefan brought up, but with Gyld, we are early in the game. We're opening up our friends and family round and maybe even looking for angel investors. But yeah, so I I guess, Stefan touched on many of the points. Thank you.
All right, thank you both.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. You didn't take a chance. All right, so if that's all we've got, then that's all we've got. Tune in next week, Wednesday, 9 a.m. for our next 1 million cups, and show up to our studio and join the fun. So thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.